Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready! Get ready!
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Silver! April! To the mark, boy. Go! To the mark.
From the 44, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll escape to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bring it!
Hey, foxtrot!
Now Hill. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They don't want it, fellas.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's get it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Hill. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson, going to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his first touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hill. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go, go, go.
Ready. 55. Shoot.
From the 36, Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
30 base.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check your backer, check your backer.
Protein spill. Now.
From the 22, Hill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Check 55, Mike.
Come on, D. Hey, Zoo.
Watch the edge.
Topper. Say go.
3rd and long. It's Hill. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken near the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Catch the Luca team. Hey, guys, listen. 58, right over there.
On second down, here's Penny. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
3 down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
4 down. One left.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Landry now on the return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way they do.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run.
Ready. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
At the 47-yard line.
Watch the screen. Deep grip.
A give running right is Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
On the ready.
We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Hill. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Hey, Alpha.
Who's that? Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Shoot.
From the gun, here's Hill. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Fights, and it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Yeah, good job,
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When he said free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland
50,
offense ready to go.
55.
And so
Switch out,
close
switch out.
to hitting pay dirt last time.
Yeah.
Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next series.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's go.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know the coach said that, right? You're not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Wilson to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
I'm coming.
Zebra.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession.
It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 59 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
That's caught at the 25. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hill now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
But he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check, Mike. Check
Now.
And they are going for it. Here's Hill. He finds Beckham complete. And he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
Here's Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on, boy.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right here, double count.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
12.
A gain of 10.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Alert. All goes special. All goes tight.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Leo!
Quick down.
Go!
Come.
Ready?
To throw is Hill. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He wasn't ready.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
55 to Mike. Watch,
Go!
Off of play action. Hill. He gets this one to Johnson. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, it's Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Set, ready?
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hey.
Shoot!
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Good. On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
Lady. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
61, matchbox, lights. Snap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot, letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Play action. It's Hill.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
55's Mike.
Throwing again. Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
30-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Yo, go, go.
55.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, defense. Let's get
5.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. You can't
Penny, a first down carry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
6, right,
Here we go.
check. Switch.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.